Coming up on this special Halloween edition of Eagle Vision News, we update you on how a school mascot is causing controversy in Anaheim.
And we tell you how a lucky fan was able to get a deal of a lifetime on the World Series tickets.
Also, one of our reporters brings us the latest on how Biola students will be celebrating Halloween.
All this and more coming up on Eagle Vision News. Welcome to the special Halloween edition of Eagle Vision News. I'm Endless Anderson.
And I'm Emily Heisinger. Our top stories tonight. 2 sailors and their dogs have been rescued after spending months lost at sea. Jennifer Appel and Tasha Foyaba left port in Honolulu back in March of this year and were supposed to reach Tahiti but never made it. During bad weather on May 30th, they lost their sailboat's engine completely and they started making daily distress calls over the radio. Unfortunately, they were too far from any other ships to deliver those cries for help. The pair are experienced sailors and tried to continue towards Tahiti without power, but ended up rescued about 900 miles off the coast of Japan, about 5,000 miles from their original destination. Appel and Foyaba survived 5 months lost at sea because of water purifiers and the year's worth of food they had on board their sailboat. The rescued sailors described pure relief when they stepped on board the USS Ashland on Wednesday.
Students at an Anaheim high school are demanding for rebranding a controversial mascot. 500 students attended a meeting that was held at Savannah High School in order to present arguments to either keep or replace a mascot, which is a symbol of the Confederacy and the Civil War. Students gave their thoughts both opposing or for the school's mascot, Johnny Rebel. After the students' research, the issue came to a vote to rebrand the mascot. But this is only a recommendation to the school board. The Anaheim School Board will be visiting the issue in their next meeting in early November.
And one lucky fan went to Game 2 of the World Series for under $10. Jordan Benedict found his luckiest moment ever while searching through StubHub the other night. He spotted tickets to Game 2 of the World Series being sold for just $9.08. After completing a purchase of the tickets, Benedict reached out to StubHub because it seemed too good to be true. Customer service informed him that the tickets were definitely posted at the wrong price by the seller. After refunding him his money, however, StubHub decided to honor his purchase and give him 2 tickets in a similar area for the same price. Benedict watched the thriller that was Game 2 with a friend live at the stadium for under $20 total.
Starbucks customers only have a limited time to get their hands on this killer new drink. Pushing pumpkin spice to the side, Starbucks announced the latest addition to their holiday drinks, the Zombie Frappuccino. This new drink is a blend of green apple caramel powder and pink powder, topped with pink whipped cream to resemble brain. The new drink was announced on Thursday, October 26th, and will be available in the US and Canada until October 31st or while supplies last. Whether you are trick-or-treating, carving pumpkins, or enjoying a scary theme park, the fall season has a lot of activities to offer. 2 of our reporters take us on site to one of the best local pumpkin patches.
Every October, the Great Pumpkin takes over Long Beach, California at Paws Pumpkin Patch. Located just half an hour away from Biola, Paws is a family-friendly fair where the whole community comes out to celebrate the season.
I love seeing the smiles on the kids' faces, the joy, the highlight of the families just, again, coming together and celebrating, the season of fall.
We had a good time here. It's by the beach, so it's really nice out here, good weather.
You can also take pictures of your little ones as they experience the over 28 attractions Paws has to offer, from a petting zoo to a mini coaster. Picking out a favorite pumpkin is just one of the many things to do. Coming to you live from Paws Pumpkin Patch in Long Beach, California, where everyone's having a gourd time doing the twist. Paws Pumpkin Patch has been open for over 4 decades and continues to grow each year.
Started off with just a hay jump and a goat, one goat. And we just kind of grew every year into this, and it's been a generational. We're getting kids that grew up, bringing their kids and so forth.
Parking and admission to the pumpkin patch are free, and experiences inside the patch are available by ticket purchase. For more information, head over to pawspumpkinpatch.com before the celebrations end on October 31st. This has been Nicholas Carino for Eagle Vision News.
Hannah Miller joins us in the studio to tell us everything we need to know about costumes this year. Hannah?
Thanks, guys. Halloween is just around the corner, and Halloween lovers are excited about picking out the trendiest and most timely costumes out this year. Halloween costumes are a multi-million-dollar industry, and a recent survey estimates that 179 million Americans will be purchasing costumes, with an estimated total of these purchases at $3.4 billion. 47% of consumers are said to shop for costumes at their local discount stores, and 38% will shop at specialty Halloween and costume stores. Costume inspiration this year has come primarily through social media. The top costumes this year for adults inspired from social media are characters from Batman and superhero characters from Marvel. And top costumes this year for kids include superheroes, princesses, animals, and Star Wars characters. And pop culture this year has several Halloween costume ideas for women. With the new season of Stranger Things coming out on October 27th, characters such as Eleven, Barb, and Nancy are popular costume ideas for women. Also, Emma Stone's blue dress from her character in the movie La La Land, Belle's yellow dress from Beauty and the Beast, Wonder Woman's uniform from the new Wonder Woman movie, and Mantis's look in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 film are all popular and timely Halloween costume ideas for women this year.
Well, Hannah, it looks like you've got your costume all ready to go.
Yeah, trying something a little different this year.
For sure. And Liz, will you be dressing up?
I won't. I'm actually going to be celebrating my roommate's birthday since she was born on Halloween.
Very cool. Well, I definitely dressed up and trick-or-treated way past my age limit, but I haven't done so since high school. Speaking of high schools, it's a time of year when seniors start to apply into our universities. With more on Biola's academics and national ranking, here is Melissa Fuentes.
Ever wonder what it would be like to go to a university that holds strong academics and focuses on Christian faith? Then check out one of the best universities in America, Biola University.
Biola University was named one of America's best national universities by the U.S. News and World Report on September 12th. Biola ranked number 159 out of the 223 universities in America. Biola University, which is located in the city of La Mirada, has been providing students with strong academics and great community, all while keeping a Christ-centered focus since 1908.
Biola stands for the Bible Institute of Los Angeles and has proven that the Bible is still an important factor to students' education here.
While Biola University offers a variety of majors for undergraduate, master's, and doctorate degrees, these degrees help students to grow in their knowledge of both their major and their faith.
I feel like the huge aspect of a school, but the community that's both small, tight-knit, and caring.
U.S. News has included Biola as one of the best national universities for more than 20 years. This year, Biola's ranking has improved due to an increase in the reputation of their peer school administrators.
I just think the faculty and staff, we just care about students, so just the aspect of wanting to see people grow, not only in their mind, but in their character, and just kind of see their whole self develop.
U.S. News is not the only news report that has recognized Biola's excellence. The Princeton Review has ranked Biola as one of the best colleges for your money, while Forbes also selected Biola University as one of America's top colleges. Melissa Fuentes reporting for Eagle Vision News.
Halloween is a long celebrated tradition, but many people don't know how it got started. Krista Brown joins us today to answer all of your questions about the holiday. Krista?
Thanks, Endless. The history of Halloween can be traced to the Celts who lived in modern-day Ireland over 2,000 years ago. The Celts celebrated the beginning of the new year on November 1st. On the evening prior to this, October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, a time when they believed that the lines between the living and dead were blurred, allowing ghosts to come back to Earth. In order to confuse and keep these ghosts away, the Celts would wear costumes fashioned from the skins and heads of animals and would offer sacrifices to their deities on large bonfires. In the 7th century, the Catholic Church gained dominance in the Celtic lands, replacing the pagan Samhain with the church-approved Hallowmas, or All Saints' Day. The day prior to Hallowmas was known as All Hallows' Eve, which over time morphed into Halloween. One of the traditions of Hallowmas was souling, a time when the poor in the community could earn food in return for the promise of praying for the souls of deceased loved ones. Another tradition was guising, students going door to door dressed up as various characters performing musical acts or telling jokes. With the 1840s came the Great Potato Famine in Ireland that brought large numbers of Irish immigrants to the U.S., and with them came their celebration of Halloween.
Thanks, Krista. You know, I didn't realize how much the Irish had influenced the holiday tradition.
Yeah, I really didn't know how many traditions we gleaned from them. But you know what, at Biola, we only have one tradition, and it's called Candyland. And we wanted to know if students aren't going to Candyland, what they do with their Halloween. So we send out our reporter, Alyssa Yee, to get the scoop.
Yeah, I'm so surprised, right? Sorry, guys. Just tried to make some scary face for the Halloween special.
With Halloween just around the corner, we're hanging out at downtown Biola to talk to some students about their plans.
Yes, my plan is to go trick-or-treating. Tomorrow night, we're going to the party at the Virgin Islands. That's pretty much the extent of my Halloween festivities.
Well, I have to work at the Chimes on Halloween, but we're trying to convince one of our staff moms to bring us pumpkin pie, and I think we're gonna all dress up, so.
We asked students to talk about costumes, the ones they'll be wearing this year, and some of their favorites from the past.
I think one of my favorites was I was like this dark jester, and I stood in front of our house like a statue and scared little kids and like just people in general, because you know everyone's afraid of clowns evidently.
I was thinking I'd dress up as Penny Lane from Almost Famous.
In 7th grade, I was a purple crayon for Halloween. I think that's pretty cool.
My parents didn't really want us to go trick-or-treating just because of all the people, so they taught us how to play 5-card poker, and we would just buy a bunch of like king-size candy bars and gamble with candy at our house. And that's what we did.
This has been Alyssa Yee with Eagle Vision News.
The world of politics had some pretty spooky news lately. Nick Carreno is here to tell us more. Nick?
Thanks, guys. Americans are ready to head out to space once again, but this time without Russia's help. Since the space shuttle's retirement in July 2011, NASA has been buying spots aboard the Russian Soyuz aircraft for travel to and from the International Space Station. On Thursday, NASA detailed its progress to build a new generation of vessels to shuttle our own astronauts to the station, with some help from Boeing and Elon Musk's SpaceX. NASA ambitiously predicts the first manned testing of these spacecrafts to be as early as 2019. And rockets aren't the only things getting fired up this week. Professional teams from 4 major sports leagues are dropping out of their consistent stays with Trump hotels. A Washington Post investigation found that 105 of the 123 franchises across the NBA, NHL, NFL, and MLB have been involved with Trump hotels in some manner in the past. That's basketball, hockey, football, and baseball for those of you keeping score back home. 88 of these franchises have said they have not stayed at a Trump hotel in the recent years of Donald Trump's political involvement. The president seems to not be having it with the players when they show, quote, disrespect to our anthem, flag, and country, end quote. Also this week, with Puerto Rico in a worsening humanitarian crisis, President Trump continues to give the U.S. territory backlash for their worsening debt. On Thursday, the president had threatened to withdraw federal relief workers as he said they will not be staying forever. He is blaming the island's failing infrastructure for their inability to manage well. Carmen Yulín Cruz, the mayor of Puerto Rico's capital, strongly condemned the president's tweets and referring to him as a hater-in-chief. House Speaker Paul Ryan says Puerto Rico must eventually be able to stand on its own 2 feet, but until then the Federal Emergency Management Agency has a responsibility and they are acting on it. And that's it for this week's politics. I'm Nicholas Carreno for EV News. Back to you at the studio.
Hopefully trick-or-treaters will get to have some cooler weather than what we've been experiencing lately. Melissa Fuentes is here in the weather studio with the forecast. Melissa?
I'm really excited for Halloween, but I'm even more excited about the $3 Chipotle burritos. Right behind me, we have a beautiful picture of the Dodgers Stadium. This was taken last night. Houston took it home 7-6. Going on to our currents, this morning we started out with a nice 64-degree weather. We went up to a nice 93-degree weather, and we're going back down in the evening to a nice 64-degree weather. Here are your sunrise and your sunset times. And our national currents are going to be in the northern area. It's going to be a bit cooler, near 30 degrees. West Coast area, we're going to be expecting really high temperatures, and the East Coast area, we're going to be having a lot of cooler weather as well. Going on to a 7-day forecast, right over here. Thursday, we're going to be seeing a bit more sunny and warmer weather temperatures Thursday through Sunday. But if you're tired of that fall heat, don't worry, because Monday through Wednesday, it's going to be getting a lot cooler. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for you this week, but join us next time on Eagle Vision.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Biola EV for more updates. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.